Have they paid any invoice?
Oh, this is so frustrating.
Pretty much no response.
It's $250,000, guys.
I don't see how this could not be intentional.
Hey, Steph.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. What's going on?
Well, I don't have very good news on the... we have not received any more payments. We are not getting anywhere with them. I really think we need to get the team together and we need to figure out what to do. It's almost $250,000 now.
All right. Why don't you see if you can get the group together and we can meet in my office in the afternoon. I know Josh has something going on, but this is so frustrating. Okay. Yeah, let's just do that. If we can get the group together, let me know at either 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock today. If not, we can push it to tomorrow.
No, we'll find some time today. I think we need to take care of it like now.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Steph.
All right, talk to you soon.
See you. Bye. Oh, man. All right, thanks everyone for coming. We obviously have a very serious situation here with this client, and I guess Lila, did you get in touch with them over there and see if you can get a meeting with the CEO, find out what's going on?
So you sent me over the information I had reached out to him, and then you also sent me the information for his assistant. Last week alone, I reached out and I offered 3 different dates last week alone. Pretty much no response. The week before that, we were traveling.
What was the context of the request?
Hold on, Josh, can I please go one by one, if you don't mind? I'm really pissed off at this situation here. So everyone's gonna get a turn to talk, okay? Stephanie, how did accounting and,
Well, accounting, at the third invoice that they hadn't paid, I let you know about this situation. We have texted, we have called, we have researched everybody over there at the accounting department.
why do you think that is?
Because I'm assuming they have instructions from somebody above to tell them not to pay.
So you think this is intentional?
Considering how many notices we've sent them, how many phone calls we've made to them, I don't see how this could not be intentional. You don't get 7 invoices behind $250,000 and not be intentional.
So it says here we're up to 247. Is that correct?
Yes. And we have another invoice that's supposed to go out next week.
Sorry, Josh, go ahead. I'm trying to control my temper here.
So have they paid any invoice?
They paid one.
First one.
The first one. And we've subsequently...
$2,300.
So 1% of the outstanding. Okay. So we've subsequently issued them 6 invoices since.
6 invoices.
What are their payment terms?
Net 30.
So they're on net 30. And how many months does this represent? This is what, 2.5, 3 months?
This is 3 months behind.
So did we get any communication whatsoever?
Every month we send them a reminder. We send them the invoice on the 1st.
I talked to the client. I closed the deal. I negotiated the red lines. I mean, you approved the red lines, but was deeply involved in the contracting process. It's a shock to me. It's a surprise to me that we're 6 invoices deep, unpaid, but I'm not hearing about this on our weekly status calls. I'm not seeing anything from the developers, and I'm not getting escalations from the project team other than the normal stuff that we hear from the client. This particular client.
Hold on a second though. Pulse did go red. Pulse did tell us, and Jira actually flagged it and said it wasn't paid. But I remember when I spoke to you, you said that they're about to show some sort of demo and the client wants to see that. And I think I was very clear in saying this is not a milestone engagement. This is time and materials. We can't be held to a deliverable. And then you also told me, how many times have they changed scope now on us?
And the reality is the spirit and intent of every single engagement that we engage in is our customers direct and control the means in which we perform the work.
Right.
So this whole notion of scope is somewhat silly from the perspective that we didn't do some protracted discovery where we're working against a list of features or milestones. So if they want to tell our people to go to the dry cleaner, that's billable time. Right. And so I think the challenge with this particular customer is they have lofty goals. They're operating in a space that I don't even understand how they're in business anymore. And they are unbelievably chaotic. And then you layer in that there's a real strange personality dynamic between them and our team. So I've spent a lot of time firefighting, like hurt feelings, bruised egos. We had one developer quit because he was yelled at and belittled.
And that's inappropriate. But here's my question, Josh. You specifically told me you wanted to hold off on collecting one of the invoices. So second or third invoice.
It was number two.
Number two. And you said to me, we want to just get this demo in front of them to win them back. And I said, well, wait a minute. This is not milestone. It's time and materials. They're directing control. Our model supports, as everyone knows, clients changing stuff on us. It doesn't support you changing stuff on us and then arbitrarily putting in milestones for bill payments. It just doesn't, it's $250,000, guys.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, to be fair, at the time at which we said that, you just said it was the second or third invoice. I remembered it was the second invoice, and this was a Friday, and the demo was scheduled for Monday. So I asked if we could kick the can down the road until Monday for the demo, because some of the
points... That was 2 months ago.
Right. I was not aware or in the feedback loop that we have extended that many invoices without payment.
Okay, no problem.
So to be this exposed financially, I'm surprised where we're at.
So what do you guys think we should do?
Well, we could start by not doing any more work so that we don't have any more bills to send if they're not getting paid.
When's the next stand-up?
The next stand-up's on Thursday.
What do you think we should do?
I think we need to stand down immediately. I mean, at this point, if they're not paying, they're not motioning that the hours that are being logged today, as we speak right now, are going to be remitted to us. And of course, we're going to do the right thing and pay our contractors. So this just digs the hole deeper. So until we can figure out what the hell is going on, we need to stop the bleeding and the exposure here. So we do have to stop. At the end of the day, we have performed a service at their direction. We've been working for months and we've been navigating their dynamics between their team members and the CEO of this company. And I think that we're being typecast or we're being the scapegoated in somehow because of some dynamic on their end, and they're holding our invoices hostage. And they need to understand that we don't put up with that. That's not the right way to do business. That's not the spirit of our engagement. And it's put us in a situation where we are even having this conversation. So number one, we need to stand the team down, period. Then that needs to wake them up. If they're not going to answer our accounting department's emails, and they're not going to take a meeting request from you, then they're not going to take one from me.
All right.
So if this gets their attention, we need to get their attention. We need to talk to the client and find out. And I want to hear in words, not over writing, not over email. I want to be on a call and I want to hear him explain why he's holding 6 invoices hostage.
Okay.
Ashkan, what do you think we should do?